Good evening, everybody. And welcome to another latest edition of Drew Media Podcast. Nice to have you with us for this Wednesday, the 4th day of October, the year 2017. And of course, this is a special edition of the Drew Media Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. And tonight we're going to talk about a game that's hours away from now, and that is the National League Wildcard game, as the Arizona Diamondbacks host the Colorado Rockies. The winner will face the best team in the National League, the Los Angeles Dodgers. And it's pretty much Zach Greinke will go for the Diamondbacks, and John Gray is going to go for the Colorado Rockies. And basically, when I see this matchup, it's basically two teams with the best offense in baseball and overlook, especially the heart and soul of the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Paul Goldschmidt, who's, I'm going to say, the most underrated player, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, the most underrated player in the major league in the last 5 years because of the team he played for. If he was playing, and you could say it's East Coast bias, but because I live in New York, you don't see the Arizona Diamondbacks that often because East Coast, local time and stuff like that. But the bottom line is, Paul Goldschmidt is the best hitter in the league, and DJ Martinez have a lot of home runs. It's gonna be expect to be a lot of. It's not gonna be. The game is not gonna be like yesterday, like the Yankees and the Twins. I could tell you that it's gonna be a lot of home runs flying because these are the two best offense, not only in the National League but in baseball right now. And the best leadoff hitter for the Colorado Rockies as Charlie Blackmon, who lead the team in home runs with 37 homers and a few more. And I'm walking up my brother to my podcast. Hey, bro, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing, podcast? How you doing this night, people?
We're doing a little preview of the National League Wild Card. Give me your thoughts of tonight's game between the Rockies and the Diamondbacks.
I'm gonna go with the underdog, and I'm going to pick the Rockies over the Diamondbacks.
Oh.
They have a whole bunch of lineups, nothing but power hitters. I don't think the Zach attack can handle all of that pressure.
Yeah. Speaking of Zach Greinke, let's talk about that right there. Zach Greinke is not the same pitcher he was with the Dodgers. How you describe Zach Greinke right now as a pitcher for the Diamondbacks?
He's still the number one guy, but he's just, I believe ever since he left Kansas City, he's just never been the same. But in my opinion, National League has always been known for the hitters. American League's always been known for the pitchers. So now he's coming in here facing all of these power hitters and really don't know what to do. But after his first season with the Diamondbacks, he turned it around. He stepped it up and now, got the Diamondbacks to the playoffs within 1 year of missing it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But this would make for a terrific series if they could pull it out tonight against the Rockies. He'll be facing his former team. He knows where their strengths and weaknesses are, and I would think he's going to be ready to take advantage of that.
I don't know about you, but I don't know which matchup is better for the Dodgers or would be tougher for the Dodgers. I'd probably say I offensively, I think the Rockies would be much tougher. Who do you think will match up better for the Dodgers?
Rockies just for hitting,
I agree.
but the Dodgers could also match up with hitting from Bellinger and Gonzalez and all these other guys that they picked up. Bellinger, let's not forget, this guy hit for maybe 38, 40 home runs.
Right.
So they got their own power hitters. But what'll save the Dodgers is always what saved the Dodgers. Their pitching. They've always had the ability to find out good talent from the bullpen to the starting lineup. But the difference is, what Dodgers are we gonna find out tonight? Are we gonna find out throughout this series? Are we gonna find out the Dodgers that can win games and get you hyped up, or are we gonna find out the Dodgers that somehow find a way to lose games, get cold in the playoffs, get cold feet, and get bounced up by the divisional series? If they can make it past the division, they get knocked out of the NLCS. But 105 wins, I would love to see the Dodgers back in the World Series.
Hey.
But like I said, I don't know what Dodgers we're gonna get this season. Every time I say, "Oh, this is the Dodgers year," the Dodgers find a way to lose.
It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see the Dodgers. To me, if the Dodgers don't at least win this pennant, I don't think they'll never get to the World Series.
Maybe it's another curse. Maybe it's something like Curse of the Bambino, Curse of the Billy Gold, or maybe they're just one of those teams that listen. I'm gonna call it the Peyton Manning syndrome. They're gonna be very good during the regular season, and here come the playoffs. It's a tale of two stories.
I like the pressure is too much for them.
I don't think it's so much the pressure. I just think they get very, overconfident, and then, I don't believe in that, in my opinion. But the Dodgers, they'll have an easy run in the divisional series. But when they get to NLCS and they're looking to face either the Cubs or the Nationals, that's when I think things really heat up.
Yeah, I think.
And both the Cubs and the Nationals have great rotations, a great bullpen, and hitters. So
I agree with you 100%. I think once if the Dodgers get to the National League, I think either the Nationals or the Cubs will be a handful for the Dodgers.
I don't think the Cubs will be a challenger.
Really?
Trust me, the Cubs got off to a cold start, but once that second half came around, they were 2 or 3 games under 500.
And Milwaukee missed the playoffs.
I mean, now if Milwaukee was to get involved now, well, no, it would have been an easy road for the Rockies or the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Outside of Mr. Cheater Ryan Braun, I don't think anything would have really came of that.
Yeah, I have no respect for Ryan Braun whatsoever.
No, not at all. But like I said, the Rockies will get it done. Jonathan Lucroy and Charlie Blackmon, Gonzalez, Arenado, just those 4 hitters alone, I think. But as we look at the statistics right now, the Rockies' offense has been very stagnant against the Diamondbacks, averaging a little over 3.5 runs per game, the lowest average against any National League team.
I agree.
So the Diamondbacks have their number.
I'm gonna say,
but like I said, playoff time, things are different. So
yeah,
let's not be surprised.
I think out of all the teams, I think this is the best Dodgers team they ever had in quite some time. Prior to '88, I'm talking about the post Dodgers, like after '88. I think this is the best team they ever had.
Lie. When Greg was on the Dodgers, it was him, Kershaw, and with Carl Crawford and those guys were on the team.
You mean when Joe Torre was the manager, like the '08 Dodgers? You think that was the best team? You could, you know what? I forgot about that. That's a very good point. You could make a case out of the Dodgers, but again, I'll say this again: if I would be disappointed, even though I'm not a Dodgers fan,
I wouldn't be more or less disappointed. I'd be surprised, like, oh, I thought we would finally get over the hump. But like I said, this is the curtain call, and this is where the road always ends for the Dodgers. I'm hoping it don't be this year.
But remember,
record in baseball. I don't think it's gonna be this year.
yeah, I know we're supposed to talk about the National League wild card, but I want to switch to the American League a little bit. Even though the Yankees won last night, the Yankees gonna have their hands full against Cleveland, no question.
Sweep.
Of course you're gonna say that.
Take the broom out. Take the broom out.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's my little brother taking sports about me, talking with me about sports and stuff, and the notification is going on. But real quickly, but no, even though with the one, as I said, I expect the Dodgers to win the pennant this year. It'll be disappointed if they don't, and I still going to say if they don't, they never will. But that's in Friday, game 1. Let's talk about tonight. I expect a lot of offense tonight from the Rockies, for both the Rockies and Diamondbacks. I expect it 6, 7, probably. I think if the Diamondbacks gonna win, I think if the Rockies gonna win, obviously their pitching gonna have to be. The Rockies gonna have to be a balanced team because the Rockies are not known for their pitching; they know for their hitting because they have Blackmon, who's the lead the team in home runs with 37 home runs this year, and they have a lot of guys who could pull RBIs, especially Jonathan Rockroy, who, by the way, who's the best catcher in baseball in my opinion. And add this too. Paul Goldschmidt is the heart and soul of that Arizona Diamondbacks, and the pitcher they're going against today, he does not do well at all. He's 0-11. 0-11 against John Gray. So that speaks volumes. So is that going to change? So that's why the edge goes to the Rockies because they have more offense. Even though the team, in my estimation, is pretty even, and plus they see each other before, so the nerves is not going to be nerve wracking. But the crowd is going to, like I told you in my last podcast, the fans are going to be into it, no question about it. They really are. So I expect the Rockies to win by the score of 24 or something like that. I expect them to win. Wait, why did I say 24? Pay me no mind. For like, I expect it 6, 8, 9, probably double digits. It won't surprise me to go double digits, but I would be shocked if it would be a low scoring game. And I expect the Rockies to face the Dodgers, but as I talked to my little brother, who's going to be the best matchup for the Dodgers?
The surprising thing about that was the Mets were actually winning a game.
You know, and
that is a big deal.
offensively, Rockies because of the offense, because the Diamondbacks, Goldschmidt is the only offense, and without Goldschmidt, I don't think it's like having Russell Westbrook on the only team. If you watch the playoffs, if you watch NFL playoffs, if you watch the NBA playoffs this year, Russell Westbrook is clearly the heart and soul of that of the Thunder's team, and without that, or without Westbrook going to the bench, there is no offense. They don't score, and that's how the Diamondbacks are to me. When they don't score, 90% of the time they don't win. Alright, find my episodes on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. then tomorrow we'll have